Good morning, everybody. Granddaddy P here. I just thought I'd sit in a relaxed atmosphere, not worrying about the 1 minute time frame for shorts. So I'm going to meander a little bit here. I'm going to ramble a little bit here. It's an early Sunday morning. I've got a few minutes. Why not? And what I want to talk about is the industry. The Korean entertainment industry, more importantly, the drama industry. I'm not going to talk about movies. Movies are in another category all their own. But dramas. I know there's a problem, a recent problem with dramas. Uh, there are less dramas, unfortunately, and that makes it even worse about what I'm going to talk about. And Netflix and Disney and platforms like that are probably helping cause this problem. I don't know if you've noticed. Now, I've only been deep in this for a few years. Now, I lived in Korea from 1981 to 1991. I watched a lot of Korean TV, and it was different back then, especially in 1981, 82, 83, whatever. It was just a different thing. And of course, I was living there, so I wasn't getting English subtitles. So I watched a lot of stuff and tried to figure out what was going on by just watching. And sometimes I'd ask and I'd get told something, but that was about it. But I really did get into. Oh well, I take that back. I guess in the 2000s, early 2000s, before 2010, it was a channel, like a New Jersey station or something, Channel 48, and then Channel 23, and they had a time frame where they would play a Korean drama or two at different times of the day. And that was it. And they were older ones at the time, but they were still good, and they had them. They had the subtitles for us poor Korean speakers. And one of the ones I watched was Age of Warriors, really good. And I watched a couple others that were more rom-com, more modern stuff. But I really didn't get interested in this until pandemic year, 2020. I went to visit during a pandemic. Of course, I had my shots and everybody was cool. But I visited my daughter and son-in-law and grandchildren in Virginia. And upstairs was a big screen TV. Well, downstairs was too. But upstairs in one of the bedrooms where we were was a big screen TV. And they had Apple TV. And my wife was watching a show. It was a Korean drama. And I walked into it, and there's a pretty Korean woman, and it looks like she's giving gifts to a bunch of guys in North Korean uniforms. And I'm going, that's North Korean, isn't it? My wife laughs, but that's all she said. So I watched a few more scenes of it, and then the next night I went back and watched the end of it, because that's where she was. And the pictures were beautiful, and the scenery was beautiful. It was in the Alps. Can you guess what I was watching? You bet. Crash Landing on You. Well, we came home, and that was it. I had to get Netflix. Boom. And I've been doing this ever since, and I've been hooked. I've been hooked on the dramas, a movie occasionally, into the K-pop, the whole thing. So, what I want to really talk about is what's happening in this industry. As seen, it's only been, 4 years, 5 years, going on 5 years for me, so you can still call me a novice. But an outsider, definitely. It's somewhat of a novice. But someone who's very interested and watches a lot of TV, a lot of these dramas. So, I've noticed something. And I would like you all to respond in the comments if you would. You can correct me. You can tell me how I'm wrong. You can tell me all kinds of things. But so let's get into what I want to talk about. This is what happens when I ramble. Um, I want to talk about the fact that there are less dramas and that the dramas are now shorter. Now, I'm not in the industry. I'm sure I don't make anywhere near the money that these actors and actresses who are making money, those who are, that I don't make anywhere near what they make. But I still notice things. Now, as I understand it, a Son Ye-jin, a no, I'm drawing. I know so many that I can't think of all the names. Song Hye Kyo, Son Ye-jin. Pick any A-list actor or actress. When they do a drama, they have an appearance fee, and they get paid that appearance fee per episode. So I'm told that Son Ye-jin made upwards of, now I don't know if this is true or not, it might be high. I don't think it's low, but it might be high. She made upwards of $200,000 per episode. And it was a 16 episode drama. So you can do the math and see how much money that is. Right? Well, later she did a drama called 39. And it was only 12 episodes. So she lost, what? 4 episodes? At $200,000, say, an episode? That's $800,000. She'll never see again. And she hasn't done a drama since. Well, she had a baby, and that's good. And Hyunbin has plenty of money. I get all that. But the point is, I doubt that she was able, even at her status, to renegotiate her appearance fees to make up for that $800,000. So I'm just going to say she lost it. $800,000. I like to use, because not everybody is a Song Hye Kyo or a Son Ye-jin. So I like to use the round figure of $100,000 per episode. Now, if you're making $15 an hour, wherever you live, or less, and you look at $100,000 an episode, you go, oh my gosh, I'll never see that kind of money. And you're probably right. I'll never see that kind of money, not at my age. I already know what I've made in my entire life. And it's less than Son Ye-jin makes for one drama. Okay? So, but money is money. $800,000 is $800,000. But we're using the $100,000 figure. So I'm watching dramas, as I always do. And right now I'm watching one that's called A Virtuous Profession? I think that's what it's called. I think it's only 12? Might be 14. But just think, if you're the lead actress making $100,000, if it's 12, you just lost $400,000. If it's 14, you lost $200,000. That's using the benchmark of 16 episodes per drama. But now they're cutting them down to 14. I'm watching another one that I know is 12. I just started one. It's called Mr. Plankton, which is 10. So if you're the lead actress, and I don't know if the lead actress, Lee Yu-mi, is up to this point yet in her earnings, but let's say she's up to $100,000 an episode. She is a rising star, so she may not be that high yet, but let's just say she is, round figures. And she just did a 10-episode drama. She just lost $600,000. And people say, well, you know, it's only 10 episodes. And it's about a week an episode, supposedly. I think it could be more. But let's just say it's a week an episode. So she only had to film for 10 weeks instead of 16 weeks, which is a month and a half. so she can go out and get another drama. Well, if the same amount of dramas were out there for the same amount of actors, that would make sense. But there's not. There are less dramas by a large percentage. Actors aren't finding work. And the ones who do are getting paid a lot less. And that's my problem. Now, I use Netflix exclusively. I don't have Disney. I do have Viki. But these platforms are making it real tough on the very actors and actresses that we're talking about. Are there, as you would think, with terrestrial TV, Korean, there'd be a number of dramas, and you would think that Disney plus maybe Hulu plus Netflix, blah blah blah, that there would be more dramas, more opportunities, and more work for actors. There's actually less, and they're shorter. So, what do you think? Can you answer these questions for me? Would Lee Yu-mi go into negotiations for Mr. Plankton and negotiate a higher fee because she knows she's only going to get 10 appearance fees instead of 16? Does Son Ye-jin do that? Or are they kind of stuck in whatever range they are at the level they are? You know what I'm saying? Song Hye-kyo just did a big drama. There was 8 and then 8 again. So that's only 16. The Glory. Season 1 was 8. She got paid for 8 episodes instead of 16. Season 2 was 8. Again, she got paid 8 episodes instead of 16. 2 seasons equal 1. Now, I don't know what her fees are. But if they're $200,000 an episode, she's on the level of Son Ye-jin. Well, 1.6 million times 2. For 2 seasons, she only made $3.2 million. She would do that in 1 season drama. So you see, in that instance, it looks like her pay is cut in half. Now, I know you're telling me, so she made $3.2 million. Well, she didn't. Her agency got some. Got a lot. She has to pay for her makeup artist, her hairstylist. Sometimes they even have to pay and bring their own clothes. Not always. Sometimes that's done by, sponsors. But yeah, actors and actresses in today's Korean market, although the market is spreading throughout the world. I mean, I'm sitting in New Jersey watching these things. The opportunities for the actors seem to be less, and the pay seems to be less. So tell me if I'm right or wrong. Are actors and actresses actually getting paid less? Or are they in actuality, able to negotiate up to make up for the lost appearance fees? That's my ramble for this morning. Let me know what you think. I'm really interested. I would like to get a real answer on this by somebody who really knows. If you're out there and you took the time to listen to an old man ramble and you're an insider, man, I would like to know. Feel free to drop me a comment. And if you want, in the comment, if you want to talk privately, let me know, and then we can converse either by text or email rather than in this platform. Anyway, really interested. Granddaddy P, signing out.